All right, so we just finished the lives, we did the score, but we're really now on to the last challenge of keeping a high score. That means even though the game ends because you lost all your lives, when you start over again by clicking the flag, you're now competing against the last score or the highest score that's been played in the last on the browser. Let's say that because this can only stay with the game you're playing right now. If you turn it off and turn it back on, as in leave this browser or leave Scratch and come back, it's not going to keep that. That's basically it's all stored locally. So as you play it, it's storing all this information. We'll get into that on a different topic because there are ways to keep it, put it on the cloud, but right now it's not. So let's just make sure that it's saving it to the browser. And if that's the case, we need this one to be a global. And I'm pretty sure beginning another variable called high score. Let's have it called at the end of the game whenever you update. Cool. So at the end of the game, let's do that. So we already have something that ends the game. So let's try to add it there. Wait until the lives equals 0. Then, since score is global, we should be able to create another one called high score for all sprites and set high score to 0. Don't want to do that. And I actually don't want to set that to score unless the score is greater. So what we're going to do is actually shown down here, which is if the, and we're going to do a comparison, if the score is greater than the high score, so in this case instead of 50, we're going to take our two variables and compare them. So if the current score, or really the score of your game, which is being added and calculated every single game, is greater than the high score, then we're going to set the high score to score. And then we're going to end the game. So we also probably should show variable. All right, so let's do this. And then we're going to show the high score because that high score should always be there. So at the beginning of the game, we're going to hide the high score, put it somewhere like right over here above the under the lives. We'll put score, actually we'll put score here and put the high score under score. And that's only going to show when you've actually hit the high score. So let's do this. I'm going to play the game and see if that works. So score went away, or high score went away. Hit that. Score is 1. We're going to kill. Delete that. And in the game. All right, so that was our score 1. Score 0 again. Damn. I gotta be on screen. Oh, I got 2 and 1. Wow. All right, so now I should have a new high score. Score is 3. In the game. And no, does not show. So the question is, why doesn't it show? Let's go back. Oh, actually, didn't I set it here? So if score is it needs to be if score is greater than. That's why. So I chose the wrong operator. Always it's the alligator. So if the alligator's eating 1, that's the one that's greater. So if score is greater than high score, then so we got to do this again, which is 1, delete, delete. Oh, whoa. Griffin was just dying with no reason at all. So score is 0, greater than high score. Set high score, show variable high score. It actually should have shown there, but we'll try again. There we go. So took a bit trying to figure it out, seeing that it was put the wrong way, and just learning through taking the steps. So there's a high score, there's lives, and at the end of the game, it will show you the high score, or if you hit the high score, and that will continue throughout every time you play it, at least when you're still on the same scratch page.